I do a considerable amount of unpaid community volunteering. One of these gigs is delivering lunches to the people living in a retirement community, which I've been doing for the last couple years. I'm not a terribly social person. I'll chit-chat with the people I'm delivering food to. But if I encounter anyone in the halls or on the elevator, I simply give a customary nod and hello to acknowledge their existence. I'll admit that I'm mostly trying to avoid getting sucked into conversations since I'm very task-oriented. I have 20-plus deliveries of hot food to do in an hour on a 4-story building, so I try to stay focused. A couple months ago, a woman moved into the building and she's cantankerous. The first time I saw her, I gave my standard nod and she said, "I don't accept your nod." I chuckled and kept on my way. It's not unusual for people in this community to drop a sarcastic comment, and I thought this was a particularly clever little jab in passing. I was wrong. Oh, so wrong, but I didn't know it. Yet. I saw her again a couple days later. I didn't recognize her, being an NPC and all, so I nodded again when she was getting off the elevator I was going to get on. "We're not friends, and I don't accept your acknowledgement," was her reply as she exited. Again, I thought it was a joke, and I made a mental note to recognize her because this is a good bit of flash humor that doesn't slow me down. I thought she was cool at this point. The next time I saw her, I nodded again with the biggest shit-eating grin I could muster when the elevator I was on stopped at her floor to pick her up. "I will never accept your nod," she insisted. I laughed out loud and held the door when it started to close. She snarled at me, "We're not friends, and you're dead by Friday." I let the door close in shocked confusion. For the last few weeks, she has been waiting for me in the main entry lobby and becoming increasingly vitriolic, even without me looking in her direction, culminating in cursing me to die and calling me a white bastard. For reference, I'm Native American. She's considerably lighter skinned than I am. Looks like she has never had an hour of sun exposure in her life and is 100% European heritage. Racism is where I draw the "ignore this shit" line, though. I formulated a plan. The next time I delivered, I went to the employee lobby instead of going immediately to the main lobby. I struck up a conversation with the building manager and got her to follow me on my rounds to meet and greet new residents. She's rarely on site, so anyone living in the facility less than a year is unlikely to know her. We get to the main lobby where my favorite person is awaiting me. We lock eyes. I nod. And immediately she launches into hollering death curses and extreme racism. The term white N-word was said a few times. The building manager and I silently get onto the elevator, and for the next hour she is apologizing to me and promising it won't happen again. I don't know what the resolution was, but I haven't seen that spiteful gremlin since. I'll nod at who I want. Hey guys, this is Storyscape. If you enjoyed this story, remember to like, subscribe, and comment what other video ideas you want to see.